Hello! So today I want to show some of the snacks that I like to make during the day. And here I also like to keep it easy and simple. Usually I make the same kind of things or similar things every day. And I try to not make it complicated, and I also don't use difficult ingredients or anything like that. And here I also try to consider the price. So I do pay attention and I try to go for the cheaper things. So for a while now I avoid most of the trendy foods or superfoods, and I just like to keep it as simple as possible. I used to really love those kind of foods, the trendy foods and the superfoods, but with the ongoing rising of the food prices and just the cost of living in general, these kind of things are just not my priority right now, and for me they're not really worth it at this moment. And at the same time I rediscovered how fun it actually can be to just focus on the simple things and also the simple ingredients. And then I go to breakfast and lunch, and I usually have a green smoothie for breakfast and lots of coffee. And for lunch I have eggs, usually 3 on bread, and I just put some butter or mayonnaise on the bread and I top it with some lettuce or some greens, just something green that I have in the fridge. I always have something because of my rabbit Laurier, and also because I like to eat it. And so a couple years ago I used to make my own gluten-free bread, but for a while now I just buy bread from the store to make it a bit easier for myself. I still don't have my energy levels fully back, so it just costs me too much energy at this moment. And most of the time I buy this particular bread, and I think that it's a sprouted bread with some spelt added to it. And I have the same breakfast and lunch for years now, and it works well for me. I hope that I will not get bored with it soon and that I can continue to eat this way for a very long time, hopefully. And I especially like the simplicity of it, that I don't have to make a decision about what to eat for lunch or breakfast every day. It's already been decided. And of course some exceptions are allowed. I can be flexible. It's not about being rigid with it. If I don't have the ingredients in my home, or if I'm somewhere else and I want to eat something, I can be flexible. It's not a fixated rule that I have to follow every day no matter what. It's just what I prefer, so usually most of the time this is what I eat. And I like to snack more during the evening. I feel more relaxed then, and I'm also just winding down. And also during the day I drink a lot of coffee, and I think that represses my hunger. I'm just busy doing things and then I just don't snack as much as I do in the evening. If I'm hungry or if I'm craving a snack, I usually eat these rice crackers because they are simple, gluten-free and cheap. I eat them with some vegetables, usually cucumber and pepper, sometimes some carrots or celery and hummus. And also with eggs or olives, just a little bit of everything. And I just put everything on a plate and snack from it. And I like the variety of it, that I can just pick something and have something to choose, that it's salty, crunchy and so forth. And I also like to make these rice crackers with a tuna salad spread. I just mix canned tuna with mayonnaise. I use a yogurt-based mayonnaise right now. And then depending on how much time, energy I have, or how many spoons I have left, and I add some greens or some eggs on top of it. And usually this fills me up pretty well. And I especially like to eat this when I crave something crunchy and salty and so forth. So I do eat this very often. And I don't really have a very sweet tooth. And what I also do is that I try to eat fruit before the sweet cravings can hit me. And this means that I force myself to eat fruit a couple times during the day, even if I don't feel like it. And for me this seems to work. I don't really often crave very sweet things. I'm not sure if it's because of this or because of another reason, but I just like to do it this way. I feel like if I eat fruit during the day, then the sweet cravings doesn't hit me at once. And I don't feel like I need to get a full bag of candy or something like that. But again, I'm not sure if it's because of this, but this is just how I like to eat. And even though it doesn't hit me often, I do every now and then like to make something sweet, of course. And sometimes when I do get a sweet craving, I go and buy some dark chocolate or dates or both, and I just add them, and sometimes I add some nuts also. I just make a little plate with everything. And what I also want to mention is that I don't fight sweet cravings, or I don't have a zero sweet treat policy, because it just wouldn't work for me. The moment I forbid something, the craving would just get worse. For me, it just works better if I'm allowed to have it once in a while, and also I crave sweet things less because I know I can just have it. It's not forbidden or anything. And I can make a video another time of what kind of simple and easy sweet treats I make. If there is interest in that, I'd like to share it. I also keep it very simple. And so these were some of the snacks that I like to make, and this is what I eat the last couple of years. And I just keep it as simple as possible with the snacks, but just with all foods in general. And I really focus on simplicity and also on the price, because at the end of the day, it's also stress, and I pay with my life energy, so I have to go to work to pay for everything, and so that's why price matters for me too. And I do have different phases with food. Sometimes I have phases in which I like to make a bit more complicated things, or a bit more, as I call it, modern healthy foods, trendy foods, and so forth. I used to really like that a couple of years ago, so it could change again, I don't know, but for quite a while now I just keep it very simple and eat like this, and also focusing on just spending less money on groceries in general. And this is something that started to matter for me in the last couple of years, especially. And my main focus is just simple ingredients and simple foods. And I'm just trying to make life easier in every possible way, and also with the food that I eat. So that is very important for me. And thank you so much for watching. And let me know what kind of snacks that you like to make, if it's similar or if it's very different. And see you next time.